Good evening. The news summary for this Saturday, 24th July. The police had to fire warning shots and use tear gas during an operation held last night in Roche-Caïman. The officer in charge of the operation, Assistant Superintendent Antoine Denou, said military officers had to intervene when the situation escalated. The operation initially was to deal with illegal activities in the area, but then people started throwing rocks and other objects at the police. He said people implicated in the incident have been arrested and many more arrests will follow as police gather information. This is the first of many intense operations the police intend to undertake with the aim of bringing order to those places. The Seychelles Revenue Commission (SRC) has today held its first outreach activity to inform the public, especially businesses, on its tax amnesty program. This was through a kiosk that was set up at the STC hypermarket, where SRC officers assisted with registrations and cancellation of businesses, settlement of payments relating to outstanding tax, as well as lodgement of outstanding tax return. The tax amnesty program started since 1st July, and SRC says many people have shown interest in the program. SRC will set up another tax amnesty kiosk at Ons Royal Community Center on 27th July as a continuation of its outreach activity. The Supreme Court has found an employer, Justin Leon, guilty of the offense of trafficking in persons. Earlier this week, he was sentenced to 2 years imprisonment, suspended for 3 years, and a fine of 170,000 rupees. Half of the money will be paid to the complainant, and the complainant from Bangladesh, Milton Golder, according to court documents, had claimed that he was employed as a mason in the accused construction company from November 2017 to October 2018. He claimed he had been abused and coerced by the employer by not paying the agreed salary and food allowances every month, not providing proper accommodation, and ill-treating him for the purpose of exploitation. Internet users will be taken offline for 12 hours as of 11 p.m. tonight, when seas will power down the submarine cable to replace two of its joints. Internet access will be limited during this time only to corporate services from satellite backup to allow for business continuity, Airtel Managing Director Amadou Silla said in a telephone interview yesterday.
Internet access will be limited during this time only to corporate services from satellite backup to allow for business continuity, Airtel Managing Director Amadou Dina said in a telephone interview yesterday. Airtel has also published notices in the newspaper to inform its customers about the connection cut. Apart from internet and roaming services, other services provided by Airtel, such as SMS and call services, will not be affected, Mr. Dina said. Clients of Cable and Wireless has also been informed through SMS messages that there will be downtime in both internet and IPTV channels. Last week, the chairperson of the Seychelles cable system, Benjamin Choupi, informed that the replacement of joints have been planned after it was observed that signals from the fiber optic cable was degrading rapidly.
The International Chartered Institute of the Women in Logistics and Transport has opened a branch in Seychelles, the Wilat Seychelles. This women association aims to connect professional women and provide support. For Seychelles, the Wilat Association also means changing women's perception that the logistics and transportation is only for men.
Vivienne Vosset is one of the 4 members of Wilat Seychelles. She's a policy analyst at the Ministry of Transport. It is her first professional job, and she aims to progress.
I want to be more active to help encourage women, especially young ladies like me, to take up opportunities that come their way. I want to show that us as women, as young ladies, we also can do what the men can do.
The chairperson of Freelat Seychelles, Emily Mousbe, says one aim of the association is to promote gender equality in the workplace.
Provide support, women empowerment, gender equality of the workplace, and training. WILAT will be an association which provides women, professional women, or even students or any other associate members with opportunities to better themselves, to be provided with access to training from leaders in the field and professionals, as well as a support system.
The association was launched virtually in the presence of its international counterparts, the president of its parent organization, Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. The principal secretary for Aviation, Ports and Marine, Alain Renaud, was also giving his support to the Seychelles women, encouraging them not to be influenced by the man's job only misconception.
People don't have to fall into supply chain. They can find their passion there, and they choose it, the fast-paced, global, strategic and interesting career. And this is something that we must market. We need this pipeline, and we'll never get it if we don't have all of the women of our young ladies to be wanting to join this industry.
WILAT has branches in over 28 countries.
Seychelles Island Foundation SIF has introduced a scheme named Coco de Mer Replanting Scheme, where anyone interested to have a Coco de Mer plant on their property can purchase it. This is to encourage all Seychelles citizens to own a Coco de Mer tree so that the population of this plant keep increasing in Seychelles. Anyone interested can go to SIF office and pay a processing fee of 500 rupees. Bird lovers have been flocking to buy up a rare piece of nature, the Seychelles magpie robin in digital form. 59 virtual twins of their real-world counterparts on Cousin Island are up for sale. Nature Seychelles, which owns the reserve, is hoping the sale will help make up lost ecotourism revenue.
The Seychelles magpie robin. Once there were just 22 in existence, but now you can have one of your own, digitally. Nature Seychelles, which owns Cousin Island, is selling virtual clones of its 59 robins.
So here we're looking at the first edition of the NFT, the nature collectible, that represents the magpie robin. So this is number one. It's worth 10,000 USD.
That's right, around 140,000 rupees. But what you get is sole ownership of a real bird's digital twin. It's a coded electronic bird in cyberspace.
You can't copy and paste it, you can't print it, you can't actually sort of forward it like you would forward a PDF. But it's real, it exists in the digital world. And very soon, a lot of things are going to exist only in the digital world, so get ready.
Already Nature Seychelles says it sold more than 50,000 rupees worth of the so-called non-fungible tokens, with a starting price of just 140 rupees. And it's even planning to sell Cousin Island itself, or at least its digital iteration, hoping to offset lost ecotourism revenue incurred during COVID.
Everybody's dream overseas has been to own a tropical island paradise, so now they can do it. So very soon we'll be selling Cousin as an NFT. Hopefully there'll be only one of these and it'll sell for maybe $100,000. So the lucky person will buy Cousin, will buy it for a fraction of what it's actually really worth, which is priceless.
The magpie robin's survival may depend on the innovative sale. Without enough funds to pay wardens' salaries, the fear is poachers could swiftly reverse decades of conservation success.
That's the end of this news summary. Join me at 8 for the news bulletin in Creole. Until then, have a pleasant evening.